Namaste. Namaste, everyone, and good morning. Welcome to our lighthouse on this beautiful Saturday morning. So happy to have all of you here. So today, we're going to be talking about perfecting relationships. Perfecting our relationships has many different layers. And for those of you who attended last week's satsang or workshop with the monk Tejasa, you learned a little bit about how our conditionings, our perceptions, and our images cause us to behave or react in a certain way or a certain manner in our relationships. You learned that we're constantly trying to fit people into an image that we have. We're trying to make everyone the same or like us. Where she spoke about how there was this giant that was trying to help everyone and save them. However, in trying to help them, he was also trying to force them all to be the same size and the same shape and to fit into the same spot that he had prepared for them to sleep and eat and live in. And it's just not possible. It's just not possible for us to expect every person that we meet to fill into our idealistic version of what a person should be like. Every single person is carrying so many different ideas and thoughts and beliefs that it's just not possible. We have our religious conditioning. We have our societal conditioning. We have our family conditioning. We have conditioning that we learn in school. So it's just not possible to fit everyone into these small boxes, these small squares. So that's one part of it. One part of it is to open your mind, to expand your knowledge, to understand this at a very deep level. This has to come as an experience to you. Understanding it is one layer, the first layer. First, we have to just simply understand logically the concept that we're doing this. We need to realize first that we're doing this. We're all doing this. We have this idea of what a person should be like, and we're all trying to squeeze them into this picture. We first have to realize that we're doing this and understand it. The next step is to actually be in a place of awareness, in a depth of awareness where you can actually see it as it's happening. The goal is to be able to catch it as it's happening, or prevent it from happening, actually. You're trying to prevent things from blowing up, basically. So, for example, if you're in a relationship with anyone, it doesn't have to be a spouse or a partner. It doesn't have to be a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a husband, a wife. It can be a parental relationship. It could be a relationship with colleagues or your boss. It could be a relationship with a friend of yours or a neighbor or just someone who you hang out with sometimes. Any relationship, any and all relationships actually work the same. So the idea, what you really want to do is you want to be able to see it while it's happening, catch it while it's happening. So how do you do this? See, what's happening is that our level of awareness is not where it needs to be. It's not where it should be. Our level of awareness, our level of consciousness is such that whenever we're interacting with someone else, we're not actually seeing ourselves. We're not actually aware of every idea and thought that's passing through us, because our mind is moving so quickly. We get caught up in the mundane activities of life. And so because we become immersed in this, our level of awareness and our energy level, when it has dipped, we're not able to be aware of our thoughts. So the key is definitely awareness. So then the question is, how do you get to that point? We understand now where we need to be. We understand now that we're doing this. We're self-sabotaging ourselves in this way. without even realizing it. We're unconsciously causing harm in all of our relationships. Why? Because we are unconscious of ourselves. We are unaware of ourselves. We're unaware of our thoughts. We're unaware of the emotions that is happening within us at every moment. So then how do you become aware? That's the question, isn't it? How do we get there? We know we're not this, so how do we get there? It's very simple. First, you start with practicing meditation every day. We call it sadhana. It could be anything. It could be pranayama. It could be pranakriya. It could be happiness meditation. It could be soul sync if you practice soul sync. It can be any meditation. It can be chanting mantras. It could be simply sitting and connecting with your divine for 7 minutes. As you connect to that higher power, that divine energy, what happens is your level of awareness, your energy increases. As your level of awareness and your energy increases, you can now start to be aware and see these thoughts and these emotions as they're coming, as it's happening. We call this witnessing. You have to come to a point where you're in a level of awareness where you're witnessing all of the thoughts and the emotions that are coming to you without getting involved in it, without letting it grab you and drag you around. Our teacher Sri Bhagwan calls it you riding the donkey instead of the donkey riding you. Where the mind is the donkey and it's sitting on top of your head, weighing you down and dragging you all over the place. Or rather, you're dragging it all over the place. So you need to get to the point where you're riding on the donkey. You're seeing these thoughts, you're seeing these emotions, and you're not letting them make use of you. So first, the understanding has to be there. The knowledge has to be there, right understanding. You have to be authentic and see that, yes, we're all doing this. We're completely unconscious of it, but we're all doing it. We're all constantly trying to squeeze people into this small space. So that's the first level. That's the first step. To just understand. Then as you look deeper, you'll start to see that your reaction to people, your response to people, actually doesn't have anything to do with the person. See, we're constantly blaming the person. Well, they did this, they said this, they reacted in this way, and it made me feel this way. But in actuality, no one can make you feel a certain way. It's actually that you feel that way already. For example, if you have an insecurity that maybe you feel that you're not attractive enough, or you're not skinny enough, or you're not meaty enough, or whatever the case may be, tall enough, short enough. Maybe you feel like your hair is too short or your hair is too long, whatever it may be. Whatever your insecurity is, whenever anyone says or does anything to trigger the hurt inside of you, trigger the pain inside of you, trigger the fear inside of you, trigger the insecurity inside of you, you become hurt, you feel hurt. So it's actually not a new hurt. If you look closely, if you look deeper, you'll see that no one is actually hurting you. No one is actually causing you pain. That pain was already there. That pain was already there. That emotion was already there. This has to come to you as a realization as it's happening. You have to realize that my friend or my spouse or my boyfriend didn't come and spend time with me and I felt lonely. It's their fault because they didn't spend time with me. No, you feel lonely inside. Oh, I felt hurt and I called my friend and they didn't answer the phone. You know, they're not a good friend. They're not supporting me. No, they didn't do anything to you. You are hurt inside. You feel helpless. You feel lonely. And instead of being with that pain, allowing yourself to experience that pain, you're looking to hold on to something. You're grasping. You're grasping. You're drowning in an ocean and you're looking for something to hold on to, and there was nothing to hold on to because you're afraid to sink into the mud. You're afraid of the quicksand. Quicksand being your own emotions. We're so afraid of it, we'll do anything to escape it. We are the great escape artists. We don't want to feel our emotions. We don't want to feel our pain, our hurt, our anger, our sorrow. And because we don't want to experience it, it remains there inside of us as a charge. So the garbage collects, it collects, it collects. So then what happens is we take this garbage and we're carrying it around with us into every relationship. Every time you speak to someone, every kind of relationship. Friends, relatives, boyfriends, girlfriends, spouses, everything. Because we're carrying it around inside of us, we are that. You are that. Because what are we, if not a combination of our emotions and our thoughts? We are what we feel inside. So when we carry around this hurt and pain, something else happens. We're sending out a frequency, we're sending out a signal that this hurt, this fear, this pain is inside of me. What happens is we attract experiences in the universe that trigger it. Because the universe is a very intelligent thing. It's actually trying to heal you. What we perceive as a negative experience or a painful experience is actually the universe trying to heal you. It's actually the universe trying to heal you. Some people call it, oh, God is testing me, the universe is testing me, the divine is testing me. Call it whatever you want. Whenever something is happening and you feel pain, it is actually the universe trying to heal that pain. It's triggering that pain to pull it out. It's simply trying to heal itself. It's the nature of the universe. Just like the nature of your body is that if you were to get a cut, the cells in your body would heal itself. When a tree or a plant grows and it bears fruit, it drops seeds. And although it seems as though the tree has died, it's actually given birth to something new. The universe and everything in it very naturally knows how to heal itself. It's instinctual. So, first you must understand that you're trying to constantly change other people by forcing them to be your perfect idea of what they should be. Once you become aware of this, you need to be in a state of awareness and energy to be able to see this. Once you're in that state of awareness, that higher state of consciousness, what will happen is not only will you be able to see the thoughts when it's occurring, you'll be able to become aware of the emotions, the feelings, the physical feelings that's tied into those thoughts. Because what is an emotion? It's a physical feeling with a thought. When you become aware of the emotions as they're coming up, now you have the opportunity to just be with them and allow them to heal without causing problems in your life by reacting when these emotions surfaces. See, without proper awareness and higher states of consciousness, what's happening is you're going through your life in all of these relationships reacting. Someone says something to you, your mother, your father, your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your daughter, your son. Someone says something to you, your boss, your colleague, and it triggers you inside. And what happens is you become angry. It triggers that anger or hurt or whatever emotion, fear that is there inside of you. And you react. And what happens is you blow up your whole life. You make a mess of everything. Some people call it destructive behavior. You're just simply making a mess of your life. You're making a mess of everything. Because you're reacting to the person when the person actually hasn't done anything. Our perception is that, oh, the person said this, said that, they're good or they're bad. They shouldn't be like this, they shouldn't be like that. They shouldn't say this, they shouldn't say that. They should accept me exactly as I am, except that you're actually not accepting them as they are. My mother should be like this, my father should be like that. My girlfriend or boyfriend or husband or wife should be like this or like that. Should be sweet all the time, kind all the time, nice all the time, respectful all the time, loving all the time. Isn't it? So we react. We're actually simply reacting from what's there inside of us. But the thing is, when you heal that which is inside of you, that is being triggered, that experience itself dissolves. Because then it'll just be thoughts that are passing through or experiences that are flowing through that are not affecting you. And those same experiences will just completely dissolve because you're no longer attracting them. Your entire life will change. Your entire life will transform. Because what is your life? Your life is your relationships. Your relationships is your life. Sri Bhagwan says, your life is relationships and your relationships is life. What are you if not a son to your mother, a daughter to your mother, a husband or a wife, a boss or an employee? We are our relationship to others. Think about it. Could you be a doctor without a hospital or patients? Could you be a lawyer without clients? Could you be a teacher without students? Could you be a salesperson without a customer? No. We are our relationship to others. That is what we are. When there is peace and happiness inside, you will attract such experiences. When there is love inside, you will attract such experiences. If you're acting and feeling love, if you're coming from a place of love and peace, then the experiences in your life will be of love and peace. If you're acting from compassion, then the experiences that you will attract will be of such a nature. But if you're acting and going through your life with anger and hurt and fear and confusion and frustration, then that is what you will attract in your life. Your life is a mirror. It is simply reflecting what is inside of you. Shriyama Bhagwan says, your life is a mirror. See, when you understand this, and you no longer blame others for how you feel inside, when you no longer blame others for how you feel inside, then very naturally, forgiveness happens. It's a happening. Forgiveness is not something where you decide, I'm going to forgive this person. Forgiveness is a healing for you, not the other person. As you heal inside, forgiveness is a happening. Because actually, what is forgiveness? It's that you're no longer carrying the hurt or the pain or the anger toward the other person anymore. Actually, it has nothing to do with the other person. That's why, in order to heal a relationship, Aman Bhagwan says you don't actually need to talk to the person or speak to the person. You need to heal inside. Once you heal inside, very naturally, that relationship will heal. When you heal the charge inside, naturally it will heal. So you should understand how all of these are connecting to each other. Understanding that we have conditioning is one thing. But being able to actually see the conditioning, see the thoughts as they're flowing through you in your life, every moment of your life. And it's a different state of consciousness, a different state of awareness. Being able to actually see the emotions as they're coming, as they're flowing, as it's happening. That is a different state of awareness. It is a different state of consciousness. In that state of consciousness, very naturally everything heals because you're able to see it, experience it, and just let it go. You're not holding on to it. As this kind of healing starts to take place, where you're able to just allow things to come, flow, and experience them, you become lighter. You start to peel the onion. Then what happens is your life is able to flow properly because you'll begin to attract different experiences and people into your life. If you're insecure, you'll only attract insecure people. If you have a lot of anger inside of you, you will only attract angry people around you and experiences that trigger that anger. Whatever you are, that is what you attract. Your life is simply a reflection of you. So, take a moment and let's look into the great compassionate light. And let's take Diksha from this great compassionate light. By looking into the light and taking 7 deep breaths, ask this light and visualize this light flowing into your heart and spreading throughout your body. You can gently close your eyes and move your awareness to the center of your heart. Ask the divine to fully and completely be in your heart, to speak to you and guide you, to be fully present with you at all times. Visualize your parents, your siblings, and ask the divine to enter into their hearts and to heal their hearts. Ask the divine to fill them with deep awareness, to shift their awareness where they're able to see their own thoughts and emotions, to become acutely aware of everything that is happening internally within them. Ask the divine to fill all of the Golden Age members across this country and across the world with deep awareness and a deepened higher state of consciousness where they can be acutely aware of themselves and their internal world. Now, ask the divine to come into your heart and give you deep awareness, to move you into a state of witnessing consciousness, to make you deeply aware of the internal world. Now move your awareness to your heart. Think of a time when someone has caused you pain, hurt or pain, or anger or frustration with their words or their actions. and allow yourself to move into that pain, to deeply submerge yourself in the feeling of it. Allow yourself to just experience it with the understanding and knowing that no one has caused you pain. Pain is there inside of you. You simply need to experience that pain in order for it to heal. You can now move your awareness to the center of your forehead, known as the Anniya Chakra or the third eye chakra. A chakra is an energy center. And just keep your awareness here for a few moments. Move your awareness to your heart chakra. And just place your right hand on your heart and connect to your divine. Ask your divine to move you into a deep state of awareness where you're able to see the emotions at a deep level and experience them completely so that they can dissolve and release. And thank you, Divine, for the opportunity for this healing in your life. You can all go and sit or lay down for 15 or 20 minutes, keeping your awareness on any charge or physical emotion, physical feeling connected to an emotion that's coming up within you, inside of you. And just allow yourself to experience it. Ask your divine to help you through it, to help you experience it completely. Just go be by yourself for 15 or 20 minutes and just allow yourself to experience it until it's gone. I want to thank you for joining us this week for part 1 of Perfecting Your Relationships. We'll continue next week with part 2 of this, and we'll go a little bit deeper. I'd like to tell you about the satsang or workshops that go on Sunday mornings at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time by the monk Tejasa on the YouTube channel Sri Amma Bhagwan International. You can do a search for Sri Amma Bhagwan International. The links to this event and many other events can be found in our WhatsApp chat. If you're not on the WhatsApp chat, simply email us or text us and we'll have you added if you wish to be added. I'll be putting my email address in the chat here for you to take a look at, as well as our website. We also have one-day processes that go on every month. They're also facilitated by the monk Tejasa. This month will be May 13th, which is this week coming, as well as 3-day workshops, also facilitated by the Golden Age monk Tejasa. These are all online workshops at this time. For more information on the 3-day workshop, you can also see the WhatsApp chat or you can email us, okay, at goldenagemovementnyc@gmail.com. That's goldenagemovementnyc@gmail.com. Okay, and if you liked this workshop and you would like to donate or support this work, you're welcome to send a donation at PayPal, I forgot this morning, paypal.me/goldenageny. That's paypal.me/goldenageny. Namaste. So it's all in the chat for you. Namaste, and have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for joining us at the Lighthouse. Bye.